Hello, welcome back to Mortal Shell. Um, okay, so I got some explaining to do. Um, it doesn't affect much. It just gives you some context. Okay, so I was recording a video for this where I actually found out where the boss was at and I killed the boss and all that. And I looked back at I didn't have the recording. And so I started a new save, got to about where we were with our stuff. It's not necessarily exactly where we were, but about where we were. But in a lot less time, of course. So this is where, basically I'm just going to go back through it. Because now I know where I'm going and what I'm doing. So it's going to be a lot quicker than I did before. But, that's fine. Because I know how to do everything now, and so it's not going to be that difficult. So, one thing of note is the easiest way to do all this and still have health is just to run through all of this. You can kill them, and I've done it a couple times, and I found out that actually I'm dumb, but at the same time it's not really necessary to kill them. And there's just so many enemies that it's impractical unless you're good at parrying, and I'm not good at parrying. And so I'm not gonna bother. Okay. So I can confirm that over here is where we're supposed to go. Something I found out, jump attacks, very, very useful. 10 times easier to kill everything and anything that you want. This kick move, also very useful. You can't use it on the boss, the kick move. You can use it on everything else. Oh, what the heck? Fell a lot lower than I thought it would. Turns out I'm still bad at this game, regardless. Okay. So being low on health is only a slight issue. It's not much of a problem. Because we were at that earlier, just making sure I got some stuff that I needed to level up a little bit. Because I got all the way up here and grabbed that glimpse that's right there. I wish I might get to. Nectar. So you do in fact go up here pretty easily, and then you could fight these guys, but the other option is just to not. And say you didn't. Gonna heal. Because there are a lot of archers over here. I'm also not gonna fight any of these guys. I will still try to find the lore that I found before. And at a later date, once I've unlocked all the characters' lore, I'll go back and read all that. Because I was reading it all as I got it, but now that I don't know what I've gotten on camera, I'm not gonna bother. Because it wouldn't make sense. Once you come down here, you get this big ol' area. And the only thing we have to worry about down here is this one guy right there. And he, of course, is not going to be a problem. One of our levels up. One of the level up for this guy gives you a little boost every time you kill somebody. And another one, which I don't have on this character, but I have on the main game character, gives you an attack stack for every character you kill until you get separated from your vessel. So like you die and you have to get back in it, or if you die completely. Basically meaning you get a small amount of boost to, I think, your attack is all it does. I'm not sure, but there's that. With each sacrament we deepen our doubt. Refuse the comfort of conviction, brothers. Close your eyes to the seduction of reason. There is no comprehending our inscrutable God. We barely know ourselves. Tell me, what fool would believe he could comprehend the revered? Yeah. So this area is very much a culty area. And it continues to be so. Until the bitter end. The spider climbs carefully along a wet blade of grass. The torments of transition enlighten with new perspective. For those who are open, a stinger pierces the flesh of an unloved keeper. A tube swells and constricts. A calmness brings with it nothing but hope of forestalling any more pain. Yeah. And I'm really glad that ominous thing right there did not mean that there was like a spider boss, because I was really worried that there was going to be like a giant spider waiting for me at the end here. there's one more somewhere over here. I think it's up there. There it is. Which translates to they've gone mad and they're speaking gibberish. So you'd think, oh yeah, that leads into the next area. So I had to run through here once or twice and try and fight the boss. Until I looked left and noticed, you know, those kind of look like horns. I wonder what's over there. And there she was. My big ass save point.
Once I was in awe of the knowledge contained here. But it was a fool's errand to try to catalog the contents of this library. The devout keep searching, endlessly hunting for a revelation, even as they're surrounded by madness. Keep your eyes ahead, foundling. Do not stray among the teetering stacks. You'll only delay the inevitable.
Yep, so this is the one that does that. And this makes enemies stagger. I'm gonna go with stagger. Not because the attack isn't useful, but because we're gonna do the boss. And then we're gonna basically go back to the other characters. I really like this boss, like, a lot. It's easy to fight, but once you learn what you're doing. But it's a cool boss, nonetheless. And I still think that head's freaky as shit. Oh no. Now to ruin this boss for everyone involved. That's all you need to know to beat the boss. Stay within a certain distance until its second phase, and do that. Preferably what you do is this, because sometimes he can fuck you up for some reason. Which I fall in the habit of forgetting to do it because it's kind of boring. Because I don't always react well, on time at least. But yes, that is the exact reason why staying close is important. I can actually, you know, not die from his first form. At least, I say that, I didn't mean to give that away. I can not die to him Like that. I forget to harden a lot. And I forget to wait for the harden to build up again. Stay close, but not too close. There it goes with that. After he stabs is the best time to attack. And it's pretty hard to dodge that attack, but hardening does the trick, so I don't have to worry about it all that much. There we go. I love that. It's adorable. His little bro's dead. Unfortunately, it makes him super weak and predictable with his attacks, but there's the kick. There's the kick. I say that and then get attacked. Just gotta watch out for that one. it up. I got the timing wrong. Roll backwards, roll backwards, roll backwards. There we go. Kick. And basically this is just how you beat him. You just wait for him to get to his walking animation and roll back every time he goes to attack. You can stay a decent distance away by doing a jump slam instead of just attacking him. Because he attacks too fast if you stay close to him. The only problem you run into is sometimes you aren't close enough when you do your jump attack. And sometimes you don't get away in time. But that's more of a because you fucked up while jamming the roll the fuck away button. Like that. If you jump while you're too close to him, he'll fuck you up. Because you can't get far enough away in time. Which is why sometimes I won't be able to hit him. I'm trying to stay back far enough. Get that. And why I like to hit him right after he kicks, because I just have that, if I do end up getting too close, I have a higher chance of getting away. Very little health left. I don't know if I'm gonna win this one, just because if he gets any hit on me, I'm dead. That one was a little too close for comfort. He only has 2 attack patterns. Ooh. Technically he has 3 because he has that one, but mostly he just uses the 2. I need to go over here. Glad he did his long one. I wasn't sure about that one. Kick. Oh, it was. Oh, goodness. Oh, that was uncomfortable. Just gonna do a smack, smack, kick again. Smack, smack, kick. Alternative. Okay. Yes. Bitch. I love this dark, spooky little area. First time I went through this, I thought this was blood, but now that I look at it, I think we're just lighting it up red, and that it's just water. Would have been cooler if they made it blood. In my opinion. I'm opinionated. And then, did this move backwards, or has she always been out, like, this far away? I feel like they pushed her out, but also...
Yes, you've done it. The sacred gland is yours.
No way of proving it.
Perhaps it was always yours. If you manage to extract the true nectar, be wary. Sip slowly. I remember a heretic who drank deeply. He took what wasn't his and gulped it down greedily. He was unrecognizable afterward. Another man entirely. This was his reward and his penance.
Yes, but at the same time, we're gonna just give it to somebody else, so your words are wasted. I was gonna like use these and be all haha, but actually we didn't need them. Fucking hate the rapes. Gotta go through these portals because everything's broken up now. It's actually really freaking cool how like you can see like the way you used to go is just gone and there's new ways to go. These enemies are just the same. If they were like different enemies or even harder enemies or just unique skinned, I would fight them. But they're really not, and I've fought in so many of these guys that I'm not worried about killing them all. If this game was about more than just becoming super skilled, I would worry about it. Pretty sure that's a mushroom? Yeah. Just making sure. So we can travel all the way back through these. Hello. Is this still connected? This is not. That's cool. So there's only a singular pathway where there are a bunch of enemies that are gonna shoot me in the face. I really don't like that when they do that. Don't get me wrong. It's a cool scene, but there's, unless you're really like one-shotty, which I don't know how you would get, where like you could just one-shot all the enemies. There's no real way to do that or expect anyone to be able to fight those guys right there. Because like there are a bunch of archers that shoot you from every direction, and every time you get shot you're going to be unable to do anything. Good. And then this is an elevator. It takes a teleporter, but I didn't take the teleporter last time. I want to show you everything that I saw. This is here. And it's dope as shit. Now there's wraiths wandering the hall. Hello.
Yes.
Give me your checkpoint.
Look.
And in case you were wondering, all that happens when you go to the Glimpse of Oblivion is it gives you 15. Nascent tar. Grants the numeral tar when consumed. Does from extract more tar. So you should get a lot of tar. We'll actually use all of those. We don't really care because we're gonna switch back to my other one.
Sip this.
But I'm gonna do this real quick. Like you can even see how they changed, even if it's just a little bit, like they moved these little hammer boys back. So they're in a tougher position for avoiding and for actual fighting. They removed most of the guys on these pathways, added some more archers. Now it's down one more. There we go. I really don't like the ghosts. Their abilities are kind of shite. Shite. They're shit. Because they're like almost impossible to dodge unless you're really good at dodging. I'm mostly just getting lucky with when it dodges. And there's no like blocking it with Harden, because if you harden when they do their magic, you won't take damage. But as soon as you're out of your hardened state, you will fly backwards anyway. Meaning you can go off a cliff, or they can just get free smacks on you, because now you're laying on the ground unable to do anything. Oh, but this part's cool. There's actually, there's only two, but actually there's all three. The sea is now farther deep in. And on top of that, there's those guys. So you're like, I'm just here to leave.
Yes, taste the
Let me sip your task. They leave me alone. And then I think y'all have already seen all of this stuff. Yeah. Almost certain. Okay. Now you can see what the outside world's like now that we've taken one of those. The outside world's different. Yeah, it's basically just real foggy. Oh, did you actually believe that? There's also the poisonous boss monster from before, except turns out it wasn't a boss monster. It's just how it be. They're questioning. They really like doing that. And they cause immense poison. Chest. Died from smacking me. But basically, there's also these monsters, and then on top of that, those statues that you couldn't loot before are now lootable. I find it funny that I want to be mad at these guys, but they just do what I do. I think down below is the way back. problem graphically. Oh, I'm alive. Okay. Oh, yeah. There's the bear traps. Okay, and if you're wondering, yes, there's a reason I was going around like that. It wasn't just because I'm an idiot and can't resist stepping in freaking bear traps. Make 'em go away. I'm trying to do something. You could just properly leave me the hell alone. I could appreciate it. There we go.
Yes, take. Don't overindulge.
I also don't care about this, honestly. Okay, so what I was trying to do is I was hoping for these guys to keep interrupting. I already got that one. Okay. Well, here we go. Because they can't follow me through here, I hope. I was hoping for one that would let me get out of my shell. Because there's a type of tar where it boots you out of your shell. Because you get shell specific, you get like specific dialogue if you do that. You just have to actually find one. It's very scary. Big bad monster, leave me alone. These monsters would be, you know, a lot more reasonable, and I see them as less of an annoyance if every 5 seconds they didn't bite me in the neck, and if I already didn't have an obsessive amount of people that attack you every freaking time you step outside this game. Oh, wow. Original attacks to unique attacks. Such a fun attack. I just can't believe nobody's thought about how great that attack would be. Before now. Wow, it's almost like that's an annoying attack that nobody should have come up with because it's just stupid. It retracts from the point of your game because it doesn't require skill, it just requires you to fucking kill everything you come across before it jumps onto your neck and bites you five
I've
times
kept
in
your
a row.
flesh safe down there.
Okay, well, we're gonna do this because it's not worth.
That stench. You've brought the fog with you. And something else. You reek of revered fluid, stranger. Ah, but you were not anointed. No, you stink of violence. Good riddance, I say. May they all rot, along with the sickness they spread. Perhaps we may have an accord? Depraved creatures hide in this mist, feeding on the lost. But it's not flesh and blood they delight in. They devour glimpses, reveling in the memories, savoring the raw emotion. Yes, as do I. If you can part with them, then the fog will come and go as you please.
So yeah, basically you talk to him.
You've brought the fog with you.
He basically asks if you want to give up.
You've brought the
Okay,
fog
he's not
with
willing
you.
to talk about it right now. But basically he asks if you want to give up memory to get rid of the frog.
You found it. The sacred gland. I knew you would. Careful now. It's a fragile vessel for the divine. The devout squander these gifts, letting them rot. They dwell in the revered's temples, but waste what remains of their precious offerings. You must endure another temple, arduous though it may be. Once you return with another sacred gland, I will infuse your tarnished seal with another gift.
There we go with that. Healed prisoners infused your seal with some true nectar. He extracted from the knotted gland. When empowered by resolve, Your parry will bend time to your will. Yeah, basically something that doesn't really affect me.
You're back. I'm afraid I have little to offer you without a gland to prepare.
So, what he just said is not entirely true. Because if we can find a way to get Nakey, I can show you. I mean, talk to this guy first.
You again, stranger? I thought you'd been eaten by that creature in the tower. If you enjoy hunting in the fog, I can call it once again. Simply bring me a glimpse. Any glimpses at all will do. There's few pleasures quite like a glimpse of another life. You can get lost in them, forget your own troubles. Sometimes I forget which memories are mine. But no matter, they are mine now. Do we have an accord? I can't say I blame you. It's not an easy hunt.
So yeah, as you see when we talked to the bell guy, everything turned back to normal.
Don't overindulge.
So the last thing we want to do is find some way to lose health. I don't think we have a way. The closest thing we have here that'll lose health is this. And that loses such a small amount, and now it loses even less. It's not worth it. So what we're gonna do is fight something. Let it kill me. There we go. Now you can hear this dialogue.
You appear before me unvarnished, or should I say unadorned. It's imprudent to reveal so much about oneself. But perhaps a little impropriety is in order. I shall do the same. Let me share a secret. I'm certain you've seen the phantom that wanders these stairs. I once knew her. She studied beneath the obsidian arches. A Sesta like any other, serving the revered, pining for a taste of immortality. Well, she found what she wanted. Shattered and reconfigured, reborn, if you'd like. But with one foot in the next world. She is cursed to observe eternally. Powerless without an instrument. A vessel for her to pour her will into. You're back. I'm afraid I have little to offer you
what happens if I... Nothing. What about you? Well, that was aggressive. Yeah, he straight up knocks you back. What happens if I... Right. Then last but not least, we try you. She disappeared. And then she back. She just laughed. Oh, last but not least, this. So you know how you can play this, and she does her little jig. Where she dances along with you. Something I forgot to show. I showed it last time, of course, that was deleted, but that's besides the point. But the giant version of her, over at the first boss, I'm gonna call it the first boss, it's not the first boss, the way we call it, at the first naughty Gland boss, that giant version of her dances too. And it's so cool. Love it. Okay. Well, that's it for this episode then. Because I showed you what I got, what I wanted. It's almost perfect time. So I'll see you in the next episode.